Alright, this is a regular day of me doing some book hunting in my local area, and we're gonna go hit a couple bookstores and see what I can find. Hopefully we'll find something good, but we always find something. Gonna skate there. Let's go. So the other day I was skating around here and I saw some anime, some Matsumoto Reiji anime posters, signed and numbered, and they were for Yamato, Space Battleship Yamato, and both of the pieces are signed, numbered by Matsumoto Reiji himself. So we just cruised over here to take a look at them again, and I think I'm gonna come back with Linda, my wife, and see if I can buy these off of them. But today is just a reconnaissance mission, check them out, see what they got. She's probably still setting up the bookshop right now anyways, so we got a couple minutes. Oh no, she's closed today. I wonder if she changed her business hours or something. This is my local bookstore. 戻ってきます. Well, she's open. Let me grab a beverage at the water or something, and then we'll give her a few minutes. Eon water. Just waiting for the bookshop to open. いいですか？
お待たせしました。
ありがとうございます。私もこの間、アキラのヤングマガジンまた見つけて、でも今回は売れないです。
あ、自分の分？
そうそうそう。
いいですか、自分の分。でもまた見つかってよかったですね。
よかったです。
本当にないもん。
ね、全然ないです。本当に。
それラッキーです。
いや、ラッキーでした。じゃあ、ありがとうございました。All right, let's do it. Yeah, there's a lot of restaurants around here, man. All right, we're gonna hit one more bookstore, not far from my bookstore, where I go shopping for art books, manga, all kinds of things. They have a good selection there, so let's see what we can find. Konnichiwa. Oh, somebody asked me to buy this for them today. It's pretty rough condition though. Man, I'll never read it, but I want this Bonten Taro book. はい、いいですか？はい、大丈夫です。はい、入れます。
この間、高円寺見ましたよ。
あ、本当に？
スケボーで。
あ、本当に？あ、本当に？最近全然滑ってないんですけれども、いや、いつもありがとうございます。これから高円寺まで滑って帰ります。どうも。All right, now let's take a look at what I picked up at a couple of my local bookstores just zipping around this area of town. First off, yeah, you can usually find some of the older Umez stuff in these small bookstores if they carry manga. You know, each little bookstore focuses on their own thing, but anytime I can find any of the Sunday comics, they have great covers. This is Noroi no Yakata, or the Cursed Manor. It's about a cursed manor and a creepy baby. And anytime I can find these Akita Comics versions of anyone, but especially Umez, I pick them up because for one, they have amazing covers. These are the wide versions. I think the original Orochi had 6 or 7 volumes, but I like these wide versions just because they look good on a shelf. You know, they look rad on a shelf.
and they don't take up much space. So I picked those up, although these are going to be for sale at japanbookhunter.com because I already have these in my personal collection. I have lots of umes. One good thing that small bookstores are good for is finding old issues of magazines that are out of print. So, for example, Axe magazine. Of course, Axe was kind of, the underground comic magazine that came after Garo. And that includes Hiraguchi Hiromi, Daisuke Ichiba, of course, Heita Uma, Eroguro. These issues are key issues. I really don't stock every Axe magazine. I only stock the ones that feature, artists that are really up my alley. This also has some Suge Yoshiharu in it. I think there's some Hanawa in it. Hanawa Kazuichi. Yeah. I love Axe. Matsuda Koichi, a friend of mine, he's published in Axe a lot recently and is going to be doing an exhibition soon at the end of this month. I'm really excited for it. Yeah, these older magazines, these are going to be harder to find at like a Mandarake or somewhere like that. And another tip, once in a while, I'll go to like a bookstore that sells new books. And if you look up on the top shelves or you look on the very bottom, sometimes you can find past magazine issues. I found more Hanakuma Yusaku. Of course, he did Tokyo Zombie, which was translated into English, but this is like Norajin Free Cockman or Saru Sukui. Saru means monkey. Mecha Afro-kun. I have a bunch of Hanakuma up on the website right now, to be honest. I've been trying to find as much as I can. One of the masters of wiener jokes. Love him to death. Let's keep going. I've got about 8 more books here. Also, speaking of Garo, Maruo Suehiro, I always stock a lot of Maruo because people just love his Eroguro. And a couple of these two actually are my 2 favorite covers of any Maruo manga, except Midori. Midori, she always comes first. Yume no Kyusaku is a great cover, and then Paranoia Star is also a great one. Just love them. But lots of Maruo. My personal collection, I've read a lot of Maruo, so I've sold a lot of my Maruo manga, but I've kept key ones, like signed ones I have, hardcover, Midori that I have, and I've also kept all the art books. Other than that, I pretty much have been picking stuff up at shops and picking out Maruo from my personal collection and throwing it up on the website because I have too many books, my friends. And then I'll go do something like this and just buy like a stack of these late 80s and early 90s like Ero Bunko mangas. And I must have, 20 of them on the shelf right now, but they're cheap, they're light to ship, and since those late 80s and early 90s ones usually have pretty funny themes. So I try to find the ones with funny themes or, someone famous like Sen no Knife or, someone that's a little bit more well-known. But I usually just try to find the ones that have some sort of a gimmick or some sort of a vibe to them. Also, they're cheap. They're not very expensive. Another good place to find stuff like that is at the book fairs. Because at the book fairs, they'll try to clean out a lot of stuff that is, kind of taking up shelf space. Another thing that I like to try to always look for is a Roman album. So a Roman album is basically part magazine, part book, and usually kind of comprehensive, like has a lot of information in it about whether it's Cutie Honey, or if it's Devilman, or if it's, Space Battleship Yamato, or whatever the theme is. But a lot of times they'll have like a poster, fold out poster in the beginning. They will often have some illustrations. But yeah, the quality is usually kind of like closer to magazine than book. And then they'll have, after the glossy pages, they'll have these kind of matte print pages. There's some glossies there in the middle. Always some anime keyframes, character breakdowns, concept sketches, and then some interviews in the back. That's pretty standard. But once in a while, you'll find one that's a little bit better than, these are still rad. I collect anything Devilman. But like this Matsumoto Reiji one, this is like a collection of illustrations. So we still have the fold-out poster in the beginning. But this, we have a lot more illustrations in it than you do in the Devilman Robin album. And this one also, a bit better print quality, And then we have a manga in here, which if it's a manga artist is pretty common. And then again, in the back, you have some illustrations. I mean, some interviews, some more illustrations. Some shikishi boards that he did for people. Those are kind of Roman album style. And then lastly, I got an issue of Beisatsu, Manga number 1. Manga number 1 was a short-running manga magazine, but this one is a special issue featuring Akatsuka Fujio. So it's all, I can't show you the first page because he's naked with a lady. Just what I wanted to see. Of course, of Tensai Bakabon, so many poo-poo and pee-pee jokes. But I always love an old magazine. I love the texture, I love the smell, I love the feel, I love the print quality. Tensai Bakabon, Tensai Unagi. What else do they have in here? Oh yeah, Retsura Gon. I think that's mostly what's left in here. But again, the single color print is always cool. There'll be some extras in it, some illustrations, 4 panel strips, little interviews. They throw a little bit of everything in these. And that, my fine friends, is what I picked up while I was cruising around trying to find a few books to restock and a few new books to throw up on our website, japanbookhunter.com, where I sell my books, and of course, Japan Book Hunter on Instagram and TikTok and here on YouTube and anywhere else where we post stuff. And I will be back soon, my fine friends, with another video. Until then, mata ne.